I'm finally out of my knitting rut, so that means starting new projects. Hey guys, my name is Laura and welcome to my channel Leftover Dinner, where this is my virtual craft club. So I hope you're crafting along with me today. And it's especially exciting because we're looking forward to the spring and summer and looking at new knitting and crochet projects. I feel like recently I've been very invested in designing my own patterns or doing very quick patterns. But now I have some patterns in my backlog that I need to get through and I'm very excited to knit. So today I'm going to be taking a look at those and going through maybe some of the possible ones that I'll be purchasing for the spring/summer, and also going through Pinterest to find some inspiration. Looking into the summer here, I actually don't have many plans for the summer yet. I have some tentative vacation and visits to some friends, but none of those are actually on the table yet. My roommate and I have created a bucket list for this summer though, so hopefully I'll have some outfits that I can wear to some of those bucket list item events. Also, one of them is going to the Wisconsin Dells, which if you guys don't know what that is, the Wisconsin Dells houses a bunch of theme parks, mostly water parks, and has one of the largest water parks in the US, I believe. I don't think it's the biggest in the world. I could be wrong on that though. But I haven't gone to the Wisconsin Dells probably since I was 10, 13, something like that. Yeah, I think the last time I went was in middle school for a class trip. And now I have some friends that aren't from Wisconsin and have never been, so it's a perfect opportunity to go. Even though the thought of swimming in a pool that a bunch of little kids are in doesn't make me feel the greatest, but obviously there's a lot of rides and stuff that I think my friends will really enjoy. So with that, the few things I want to be making for this summer, one big thing. This just goes for all of my outfits. I need to make it in cotton because oh my god. Basically, wool is my favorite fiber to work with, especially alpaca, but oh man, I cannot be wearing that in the summer. I made a wool corset last year for the Renaissance fair and I sweat through that baby because it was probably well within the 80s or 90s. I had to come home and strip all of those layers off and immediately put them in the wash. That's how sweaty and stinky I was after getting home from the Renaissance fair. Making all of my clothing in cotton is a must. On top of that, because I am potentially going to the Dells this summer, I can imagine maybe going to a couple beaches or to the lake. Definitely need to have a swimsuit or something, so probably crocheting a swimsuit, and I've never done that before. Either crocheting or knitting, it doesn't matter, but I've never made a swimsuit before, and I've seen so many cute ones on Instagram that I've been inspired to make my own this summer. So with that, let's jump onto my computer now and look at all the little things that I find that bring me inspiration. Let's see. So future Laura popping in here to thank today's sponsor, Bob and Brad. Bob and Brad is a leading health and wellness brand offering a range of massage guns, massagers, and heating pads. They've helped over 1 million people get professional grade relief with tools designed from decades of physical therapy experience. And today I want to show one of my favorites, the iOasis 2 with heat and cooling. I've been using this eye massager at the end of the day, especially after too much screen time or on days when I feel a migraine coming on. The iOasis 2 combines gentle compression, optional heat, and a removable cooling gel mask. So whether your eyes are dry, puffy, or just tired, you can get the exact relief you need. The mask has 3 compression levels and 2 heat settings, which makes it super customizable depending on how you're feeling. I personally really like the strong compression with heat because after a long day and, sometimes I have a headache, the pressure on my temples just feels so nice. But if you want something a little bit colder than the heat setting, the gel mask can chill in the fridge and you can use it with the device or honestly just as a standalone eye mask. It even has a built-in white noise, or you can connect via Bluetooth and play your own music or podcast. I'm really chaotic, so I like to play Reddit stories at night as a way to relax and wind down. But that's just me. You can also listen to, your music, your audiobooks, your podcasts. It's genuinely helped me fall asleep faster and it's gotten me off my phone before bed. So that's a big win for my sleep routine. If you want to check out the iOasis 2, I've got a special link in the description and you can get 10% off using the code BobBradEM10. Again, use the code BobBradEM10 at checkout for 10% off and treat yourself or a loved one in your life with a bit of self-care. All right, thanks again to Bob and Brad. Now let's get back to the video. All right, I had some technical difficulties with my laptop, but now I should be able to record. So I wanted to start off by talking about this top that I saw in Nordstrom the other day while I was shopping. I was looking for some pieces to add to my closet just for this spring summertime. I normally don't buy too much clothes all at once, nor do I buy it like frequently. So I really just added 3 new items to my closet, and that should really be it for this summer or springtime. I might add like 1 more dress, but regardless, I saw this top at Nordstrom and I tried it on and I thought it was so cute, but the major deterrent for me was the cost, because you can see it here. It says that it's on sale, but when I was in the store yesterday, it was not on sale. It was full price. It was $188, and I could not justify spending that much money on a top. I feel like in knitting and crocheting like communities, there's always the joke of seeing a like $20 to $30 sweater at Target or, you know, whatever like fast fashion knitters and crocheters being like, oh, we can make that. And the cost of like a nice quality yarn is way more than the cost of the cardigan or sweater would be. But in this case, I think I can definitely recreate this top and it being well under $188. So I saw this and immediately tried to find a pattern on Etsy. And this is the one I found. It's the Frillseeker top. And as you can see, there's a couple of variations of it. There's one with or without sleeves. You can wear it like forwards or backwards. But the one on the top here, the top 2 are the way that I would probably wear it. And the one that is most similar to the top that I saw at Nordstrom. So I'm definitely adding this to my spring and summer plans. I actually already started creating a board with some items in it, and I'll show you those quickly here too. So the next thing that I want to make are swimsuits. So I have a couple here. I think this one here in the corner is really cute, specifically the blue gingham one. I don't really think I like the shape of the cup. I think I want something that's a bit more structured and has a bit more coverage, but I really like the gingham pattern. There was this one as well, this yellow one that had this beautiful embellishment. Now this one is knitted, and you can actually tell here at the bottom there's like some type of wire that they put in it, and I actually realized I have leftover wire from some other knitting projects that I've done. So it's quite possible that I reuse that wire for making like a swimsuit or something, as long as it doesn't rust. I have to figure that out. There's also this one here. I like the shape of this one a lot more, like the cutout of the top, but I don't necessarily like the stripe as much. I do like the red and white, but maybe I'll use the gingham pattern on this one and keep the structure of it. I think that's kind of my idea here. I also selected some of these larger like one-piece swimsuits. I have been meaning to get a one-piece swimsuit for the longest time, and I've just come to the conclusion that one-piece swimsuits don't fit me. I'm pretty short. I'm 5'2". I have very small proportions. Like my leg height is very small, but my torso is like a normal size. I have so many problems with one-piece swimsuits. They like never fit me properly. Obviously, if I make my own, I can make adjustments. I really liked the colors in this one. It's giving off like very 70s colors. It actually reminds me of the top that Margaret Qualley is wearing in, I think it's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I watched that movie like a couple months ago, so that's why it's in my head. We also have some similar other one pieces, but just slightly different designs. I like this one with the cutouts on this side here, and then I like, again, the colors in this one piece. So moving up, I have more tank tops. You can see here, I like this style of like, I think that's very breathable. As you can see here with these tops, I want something that's very breathable for the summertime. Sometimes I struggle with crochet patterns because they're not necessarily in the style I like. I like things that are more tight to my body, especially for tops. I think these kind of fit that a little bit more than some other tops that I've seen. I like how this one's a halter and you can see the little flower patterns. With this one, I really, really like the colors and the little wave pattern. I think that's very unique and I could see myself wearing this a lot. Now this one is crocheted, but I know you can create something very similar with knit stitches and dropping knit stitches. So I might actually make this one probably in like a black color. I think it could be a very cute like going out top. Again, another like flat crochet one. It's been really popular recently, so kind of want to try my hand at it. And then these two at the top have more like crochet tapestry techniques, so both of these are very cute. I've actually seen this one a lot on Instagram and on Pinterest. I've been meaning to create it for a really long time. Probably still won't be able to get to it this summer, but it's going to get added to this board regardless because it's so cute. Okay, so those are just some of the items that I've added. Now I want to look more into just random things that give me inspiration. I like to find inspiration in other art as well, not just fiber arts. I like looking at different colors and color palettes because I'm not that great at color theory, to be completely honest. And I think it's a useful skill to have when crocheting or knitting garments. You want to make sure your colors feel harmonious, or if that's not the look that you're going for, like feels like chaotic. But I'm just gonna scroll down here and see what my Pinterest has in store for me. Obviously you can see I really love Over the Garden Wall. But that's more like fall time vibe, so I think I'm gonna hold off on editing any of that as inspo. Ooh, I really like this almost like baby doll dress, I think is what you would call it. I don't know how I feel about the jeans under dresses style because I remember people were making fun of that back in the 2000s, and I don't know if I'm ready to deal with that yet. But I do really like this just as a top or a dress. I think it's really cute though, so I think I'm gonna add this just as some inspo. Oh my gosh, I feel like I've been seeing hungry caterpillar motifs everywhere. I've seen like people make scarves, beanies, sweaters. I think they're all really cute. Like this little outfit that's put together here. I'm not gonna add it to my board, I just thought I'd say something about it because it's adorable. I do like to think about items that I can wear over dresses. Like here, there's this cardigan with this like flowy dress, so maybe I'll look at some cardigans. Ooh, I really like this here with the ties. I think that's really cute. This does feel kind of similar though to the cardigan that I'm currently wearing, just with like the mohair and the alpaca. It's just very fluffy. I think this will be way too hot, especially in the summertime, but for now it works. So maybe this is something that I will knit next year, but for now I think I'm going to keep this off the list. I love the color though. This green is very pretty. Okay, I decided to look up crochet cardigans instead because normally those look a little bit more breathable and I can use cotton to make those. So this is actually really cool. I like this a lot. I actually wear a lot of button-ups that look like this. I mean, not nearly, as like textured, but I do really like wearing button-ups just as cover-ups. So maybe this is one that I add to my list. Probably make it in a different color though, and in thinner yarn. I think that's really the only cardigan that I see that I like. Okay, now moving on to the last thing. I have been talking about shawls for a long time, just like with my friends, and I feel like I've been talking about it more because when I first started knitting, I did not get the appeal of shawls because I was in school. I could wear hoodies and sweatshirts and that type of thing. But now I work in a corporate office where it is socially unacceptable to be wearing a hoodie to the office. So now I understand the appeal of shawls. So maybe this summer, it is time for me to make my first shawl. Because to be honest, a shawl is just a glorified blanket and I love it. Oh my gosh, this one is so delicate and pretty. This one looks like it's crocheted. Oh my god, I love the like ombre from the deeper pink to the white. This is really pretty and very intricate. I don't think I've ever made anything like this before in either like knitting or crochet, so that'll be a really fun project. Ooh, I know this isn't a shawl, but this cardigan was actually more of what I was looking for in that other section. I'm also going to add that to this board. Okay, I think I'm going to switch this from knitting to crochet because I think the crocheted ones I actually like better. Ooh, yes, this one is super, super pretty. I just love how like delicate it is. Also, I love this person's outfit. Okay, I'm gonna try and find one last one to add to my board for inspiration. Oh, and I think I'm gonna choose this one. So with that saved, I think that's going to be my plans this summer. Okay, with that, I'll end the video here. I think I have a lot of plans coming up for this summer. So it looks like in total, I wanted to create a shawl, some nice summery tops, bikini or one piece, some swimming pieces, and recreate that top that I saw at Nordstrom. So it seems like a very packed summer to me. I probably won't get to all of those because you never know what my mind will get distracted by just scrolling on Instagram and Pinterest and finding some different inspiration that way. So we'll see if I stick to what I envisioned. But to keep up with all the projects that I'm making, feel free to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is also Leftover Dinner. I also post pictures and updates about my life and food that I'm eating because I love food. And if you want to join my virtual craft club, feel free to subscribe. All of my videos are pretty much fiber arts related, but you never know. Maybe I'll dabble in some other crafts one day. With that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!